When using a 10-ounce tube of bird repellent, please use the following safety equipment: safety glasses, a long-sleeve shirt, and gloves. When using a 10-ounce tube of bird repellent, there are 4 important steps to follow. First, cut the tip off with a standard utility knife. Second, attach a twist-on nozzle. Third, cut the nozzle halfway at a 45-degree angle to allow for a proper solid beam. Fourth, insert the 10-ounce tube into a standard caulking gun. When applying the product, apply in a zigzag pattern 3 to 4 inches apart along the outer edge. Birds instinctively walk along this outer edge to look for food, water, and predators. At the corners of a structure, the bird repellent is most effective when applied in a pie shape. This is because the corners have the highest concentration of bird traffic. Feel free to apply product on and around HVAC units. Birds and pigeons tend to roost on them for water and shelter. When using a 5-gallon bucket, it is necessary to use a bulk load caulking gun along with a 5-gallon follow plate. To begin application, remove the cap on the gun and replace it with the other ring and cone. Insert the cone into the cap and screw onto the gun. Cut the tip of the cone at a 45-degree angle about 1/4 inch wide. Cut the tab on the side of the lid and pull around until it breaks off. Remove the lid and set aside for later use. Take the handle that comes with the 5-gallon follow plate and attach it to the plate by screwing it onto the nut on the top. Place the follow plate over the bucket and insert using the handle. Once in place, remove the handle and set aside to reuse when pulling the follow plate out of the bucket. Press down on the release trigger while placing the gun into the center of the follow plate. Begin to pull on the T-handle slowly while continuing to press down on the release trigger. This will fill the gun with the bird repellent. When full, remove the gun and screw on the cone with the ring. Now it is ready for use. When applying bird repellent to a porous surface like concrete, stucco, wood, and roof tiles, it is important to first create the barrier to prevent absorption of the mineral oils. To create this barrier, start with a tube of clear, waterproof bath and tile silicone with a putty knife. Essentially, any porous surface can and will absorb the mineral oil in the bird repellent. Therefore, any porous surfaces need to be sealed before application of the product. Simply apply the silicone in 2 beams as shown. Spread the product with the putty knife into a smooth layer. Once the product is hardened, you know it has been absorbed. The silicone dries very quickly, so the bird repellent can be applied by the time the silicone has been spread. This is a fast, cost-effective way of sealing these porous surfaces. Another example of working on a porous surface is when working with wood. With wood particularly, it is necessary to remove all dirt and dust from the surface before starting work. Use the same waterproof silicone, spread thinly with a putty knife. If you're uncertain of a surface or would like to test its porosity, leave a few drops of the product at the intended site a few days before application, in which time you can then tell if the product has been absorbed into the surface to know if you need to create that barrier before applying the product for its intended use. And the silicone will dry very quickly, so feel free to apply bird repellent within minutes of application.